Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Solana SOL. So right now we are seeing about 11.35% increase in just the last 24 hours, looking very, very bullish, continuing to see this market increase. And if we take a look at the last week, we're actually going to be able to see that all-time high price push. We had a push all the way up to $146.38 September 3rd at 3:30 a.m. And we are seeing it right now around that $140.72 mark. So Solana is still on the rise. If we take a look at the last market cap that we've kind of got updated here is $41.6 billion, and the volume in the last 24 hours being $8.1 billion. So we are continuing to see those stats continue, like I said, to rise in value. If we take a look at the last month, a massive 323.58% increase in Solana. So why is this continuing to see increases? Why is Solana continuing to do so well? And we're going to kind of cover each and every reason as to why that may be today. Obviously covering the hype and updates and as well as news that a lot of people are talking about in the last couple of weeks. So before we jump into the articles and all of the different things, I do want to say, if you have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay up to date with all things related to crypto, altcoins, whether it's Solana, Cardano, Chainlink, Polkadot. We talk about them all here on the channel. But the first thing we're going to take a look at is actually going to be the tweet about We Have Ignition. Welcome to the Global Solana Hackathon. $5 million in prizes, funding across 4 tracks: DeFi, Web3, gaming, and art collectibles. And the tracks are presented by Microsoft, Jump Trading, Stand Chart, Fort Platform, and Metaplex. A lot of you guys have probably seen this tweet by now. I've heard about it at the very least, and heard about Ignition altogether. We're not going to deep dive too far into this. I just want to kind of re-talk about how important this is, kind of bring it back up, so a lot of you guys understand that this is very, very important for the future of Solana. A lot of projects are going to want to jump in and join, obviously related to those prizes that are possible with so many different projects, like I said, already working on the Solana ecosystem. So I do want to take a quick look at some of these articles that have just recently come out. So the first one's going to be Solana hitting its all-time high. Ether rises above 4,000 on path back to record for the crypto. So obviously Ethereum's doing very, very well on its path to 4,000, and a path to potentially return to its all-time high that we saw, $4,647 back in May, while Bitcoin, obviously, like we said, rose above 51,000. So a lot of movement in the crypto verse right now. If we actually take a look at Coinbase, go across the coins altogether, we're seeing Bitcoin at $50,341, a 3% increase in the last 24 hours today. So altogether, we're seeing great green in the market. Chainlink up 4%, Litecoin up 15%. But the big one we're talking about today is going to be Solana, like I said, up 11.35%. So as we jump into this article, we're not going to talk too much more about this one, but it's great, like I said, to see articles mentioning Solana. It's something that didn't really happen or occur back in May, or not May, but really honestly April, March and April. We didn't see anything or much of anything about Solana, as my cat actually just tackled the fan behind me, but hopefully that wasn't too loud. But let's jump over to the 5 reasons why Solana SOL keeps climbing. So the first thing we have is Solana moves into NFTs with degenerate apes. So this is definitely a big deal, and we've seen and heard a lot about NFTs recently, whether it's the digital collectibles that a lot of people are going on about in Twitter, or the NFT just there's so many different NFTs that are, like I said, constantly coming up when it really revolves around the crypto space. But NFTs, like I said, are going to be a very, very big deal, and the Solana move into that is, like I said, definitely going to help with this push up. It's also attracting a wide range of projects, and some are doing very, very well. So there are over 400 projects built on the Solana's network, including various decentralized finance or DeFi applications. Decentralized finance is an umbrella term for a host of projects that take the middlemen, often banks, out of those financial transactions. We also see number 3, people are looking to or for alternatives to Ethereum. So Ethereum was the first programmable blockchain, a blockchain that can host other applications and cryptocurrencies. So this is definitely a good thing as well coming to Solana. The majority of applications are still built on the Ethereum, or on Ethereum altogether, but the network is struggling, like we said earlier, with, congestion and high fees. So developers and investors are still looking for those alternatives that might be, just as solid as Ethereum's, but maybe has some benefits to it. And that's exactly what a lot of guys and girls, obviously, with projects are thinking about when they think of Solana. We also see number 4 is successfully launched a wormhole project, and this is definitely true as well. So wormholes may sound like something out of Star Trek, but for Solana, this wormhole offers a way to easily bridge between different networks. Right now, blockchains are not very good at working with one another, and that's been stumbling block in terms of growth. It would like having 2 wireless providers that couldn't communicate with one another. So it's huge to see this wormhole in action. And number 5, the obvious. We're not going to go too much into detail on this one, but it is very, very fast. So Solana is one of the fastest cryptos on the blockchain right now. And, we are continuing to see it grow in speed. So we have actually talked, like I said, about Ignition now, a couple articles. I do want to jump, though, into BitQuery. So BitQuery just tweeted, August 30th. Today, we are happy to announce BitQuery launched the support for the Solana blockchain beta. You can now query Solana's blockchain data using our GraphQL APIs. That's another one we've talked about in the past. I just kind of wanted to, re-mention how important that is as we continue, like I said, to see more projects jumping on board of the Solana economy, or ecosystem, I should say. But we have the Solana tweet here as well, talking about the huge update from the Audius project and Phantom, so you can actually show off your Solana NFTs in your Audius profile. Audius being one of the major projects in the Solana ecosystem that continues to push in the right direction with big updates and big things coming. We actually want to jump into another tweet, this one talking about Bridge Tower Capital and the Solana Foundation formed $20 million investment fund, bringing the Solana supercomputer to Europe's high potential industries in the European Union, UK, and Switzerland as well. So a lot coming there with Bridge Tower Capital. And the very final tweet that we're going to take a look at today is about the stake pools and how they can play a big role in improving a network's decentralization. We'd love to hear your thoughts and around where and what, I guess, why you are or not, by the way, looking to improve stake pools for everyone. So they actually kind of talk about it a little bit into this article here, or this survey, but we're not going to jump into that much. It was just kind of cool, like I said, to mention these stake pools do play a big role in improving a network's decentralization, and that's something Foundation, the Solana Foundation actually understands, they recognize, and that's something I kind of wanted to point out. So jumping into this final article, this one talks about Solana extending the rally with another new high. Why, I guess, is SOL price up 70% in 1 week? Well, we've kind of mentioned all of the reasons why it could continue on this push up and why it's actually made this push up. So I do want to say, before we go into price predictions for the end of the month, not the end of the month, but the end of the year and the end of the bull market part 2, if you have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay up to date with Solana as well as so many other altcoins across the channel. I do also want to say, guys, I do have low market cap picks, pre-sales, ICOs, IDOs, and all of those great opportunities to actually look at my exact portfolio, my trades, my buys, my sells, all available on my Patreon. My Patreon is down below in the description of today's video, patreon.com/cryptoprofitYT, and you can take advantage of that opportunity and also support the channel at the same time. So I do want to talk about the end of the year, though, for Solana now. We do see a great price continuing to rise. Like I said, I do expect Solana to continue on this move up, and with that, I think we are going to see Solana pushing closer and closer to anywhere from a $250 range to $300 range by the end of the year. I think we are not done moving. Only a $41.6 billion market cap. With mass adoption continuing to come closer and closer to the crypto space, a lot of coins are going to continue to do very, very well, Solana being one of them. By the end of the bull market part 2, we could even see Solana doing better. I could suggest anywhere from $300 to $400 after looking at, really TA this morning. It's still looking on a bullish push. There's a lot of movement, a lot of volatility continue to take place, and you can see that here as we pushed up to an all-time high and then came right back down to $137, $136 range. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, the market is going to have to stay somewhat steady on this incline up. But there's a lot to really watch when it comes to the crypto space. It's looking very, very bullish, and we'll keep you up to date through it all here on Crypto Profit. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll see you guys all in the next one.